Hello and welcome back. Sorry we've had some technical difficulties. We've had a bad internet connection. We've got 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go, and the Rebels are now in the bonus as Alonzo Brooks is shooting. He made 26 Marion lead here as we near the half. Cole Gregory checks in for Graydon Williams. So we'll see what the Rebels do here. We're trying to iron out this internet connection issue. Thank you for hanging in there with us. This is Dylan Hutton along with Travis DeBusk. The second free throw is no good, rebounded by Marion. Riley Blevins has it. He's got a fast break opportunity. Lay in, no good. Rebounded again, though, by Marion as they just keep on rebounding their own misses. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Alonzo Brooks. Brooks driving down the court here. Lay in, no good. Rebounded by Kent Kestner, who's underneath, had the ball batted away out of bounds off of Stifle.
Tough break both ways. Marion had numbers going back to their end, then Patrick Henry picks up the rebound, brings it back. They got numbers going their way. Neither team capitalizing on those fast break opportunities. Some nights it just don't go.
Do you think the youth is really something that's hurting Patrick Henry as far as in a fast break with the experience factor?
Yeah, Patrick Henry is they're really hanging in this game. I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the way they're playing so far.
6-point game.
Patrick Henry's had an opportunity to really bring it in closer. They've missed some easy shots. Right there was another example, having the basket under their own end and having numbers. Just couldn't get it in there. Patrick Henry, if they could start to capitalize. Again, we can't emphasize how young these guys are, though. I mean, these guys, you got half the team was playing JV when the season started.
Yeah, and they pulled up a bunch of JV players, as we said earlier, and that was a really good move. Makes Coach Larimer look good as far as the way these younger guys have played. Alonzo Brooks, Cole Gregory, excuse me. His brother's Hunter. And Anthony Powers. Jeremy White's gotten some minutes, too. That's going to be a loose ball there, picked up by number 4, Leffler. He's driving to the basket. Lay in good. 34-26 now, and there's Patrick Henry the way it's been all year. Kent Kestner tries to hit Cole Gregory all the way down the court. He had the fast break opportunity. He missed him, went out of bounds. So another turnover there for Patrick Henry.
This is the time the Rebels just need to slow down.
I mean, you've got 1:30 to go here. You don't want to go down by double digits here. Marion inside here. Stifle gets it. He's fouled, though, so he missed the layup, but he's fouled. And Stifle's going to go to the line here. See if they called that on. To wait on it to pop up on the scoreboard.
Nice outside-in move by Marion there to get the ball down inside.
Put that on number 24. And I believe that's Zach DeBusk, and that's his third here as we got 1:24 to go till the half. So Zach DeBusk is going to come off the floor here as he's in foul trouble before halftime. And Graydon Williams comes back in for Patrick Henry. As for Marion, number 12, Norris is back out on the court as number 22 is off the court for Marion.
What a moral victory if Patrick Henry can take this thing into the half down 10 points or less.
Oh, yeah, it would be a good – it would really give Coach Larimer something to talk about going in. I mean, these Rebels have hung in there so far tonight. 35-26 now. Alonzo Brooks checks it in to Graydon Williams. We've got 1:20 to go here until half. Jeremy White throws it to Kent Kestner. Kestner gets it past half court inside to Alonzo Brooks. Brooks settles for a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Gregory. Stolen away, though, by Crooks. Crooks driving it down. He's going to throw it out to number 12, Norris. Norris back to Crooks. Crooks on the drive. He initiated the contact. Charge taken there by Cole Gregory. Good play right there by the young player for Patrick Henry.
When you're an offensive player dribbling in, you cannot drop that shoulder. They're going to call that on you every time.
Yeah, Crooks looked like he was going in football mode there and trying to break a tackle. Here comes Alonzo Brooks down the floor. He's being guarded by Riley Blevins. He's getting held up there by Blevins. A loose ball. It's going to be a reaching foul called on Stifle. As they were trying to get it back inside to Brooks, Stifle reached around there and got the foul called on him. He poked the ball loose, but it was a foul nonetheless. So that's going to be free throws coming up here as they were trying to get it inside to Cole Gregory. If you're just now tuning in, we're sorry about the internet connection issue. Make sure you tune back in. The next game for the Rebels is tomorrow against Northwood. We're going to start a live broadcast there at 6 o'clock with the girls varsity game, which should be a good one, as it's going to be at Northwood. We're going to travel and do a only away game of this year, so make sure you tune in for that. We'll do the boys varsity after it's over. Gregory makes the first end of his 2 free throws. He misses the second one, rebounded by Crooks here. It's 35-27 here. Marion's driving it back down. Shot taken by Norris, no good. Rebounded by Williams. We've got 43 seconds to go. The Rebels trail 35-27. Here comes Kestner on the drive.
Took
Lay
on
in,
three
good.
guys.
He got the roll right there. And now the Rebels have cut it to a 6-point game, 35-29.
Kent Kestner taking on 3 defenders underneath there. What a great take to the basket.
Kestner's got it now. Blevins had it. Kestner was guarding Blevins. Crooks here, going to look at a three. He's going to pass it up, drive it back out to Blevins. Blevins on the drive, shifty Blevins. Inside, layup, no good, out of bounds on Crooks. Rebels going to get it back here. We've got 13 seconds to go. 35-29, the Rebels trail the Hurricanes. Graydon Williams checks it in here to Cole Gregory. It's going to go out of bounds, though, off of Stiefel. And Stiefel tried to bat it away, and it caught Gregory in a bad spot there as he tried to keep it from going out of bounds.
It looked like it hurt. He's going to be okay. He's going to limp off. Bench going to give him a round of applause. He's got a little chuckle on his face as he comes to the sidelines. He's okay.
Yeah, he got hit in a bad spot there, but we've got 12 seconds to go here. The Rebels are going to check it in. Jeremy White checks it into Graydon Williams. Got some full court pressure for Marion. Here comes Brooks. He's going to drive it in, go for the layup. No good. Rebounded by Powers. There's going to be a foul called on the floor. That's not what you want that far away from the basket because that's going to be free throws as Marion's in the bonus here. We've got 2.9 seconds to go. And that's just a bad play right there for Patrick Henry as that's going to send Hunter Leffler to the line. And that was a foul called on number 14, Jeremy White.
Just a mental breakdown there, but you got the youngster, Jeremy White. You know, he's new to the varsity game.
Well, he's not going to pay too much for it. Leffler misses the first one. So we've got 2.9 seconds to go, 35-29 here. Just now tuning in, the Lady Rebels lost to Marion tonight, 48-43. Never led in that one. But we're able to cut it back right there near the end. Kent Kestner for a long shot off the backboard, no good. So we're going to go into the half with the Rebels trailing the Scarlet Hurricanes 36-29. What are some things you think Coach Larmer is going to say to the Rebels during the break?
Well, I think he's just got to encourage them to keep playing the way they've been playing. Need to slow down, not get so carried away sometimes on some of these fast breaks. We're not a running team. When we get out in transition, they really struggle. So let's just play our game. Let's slow it down. Let's set up some half-court offense. Make those open baskets when you have them underneath. That's really where Patrick Henry's been hurting, and from the free throw line. You know, we missed several free throws already in this first half too.
Yeah, and Marion, as far as them, they've done a good job on that perimeter. But the thing so far that I've been impressed with is Riley Blevins, how easy he's able to get inside because he's so shifty.
Yeah, the Marion moves the ball around really good. You never know. They can hit it from the outside. They can hit it from the inside. Very good team. Really impressed with Marion so far. But, again, I can't emphasize how good of a job Patrick Henry's done hanging in there.
Yeah, Patrick Henry is only down by 7 points as we go into the half. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to talk a little bit more about what we expect here in the second half. We'll be right back. Hello, this is Dylan Hutton of the PH Sports Radio Network, and I have some huge news coming for the football fans of the district. Next football season, I'll be working with Hogahigi.com to bring the district its first ever live-streamed pregame show. During Hogahigi Game Day, we will talk about matchups, interview players and coaches, recap action from the previous week, and do special segments on the schools and towns of the Hogahigi district. This is something we are all excited about starting, and we would like to have some sponsors to help us out. If you would like to know more about this new show coming in the fall of 2014, email us at hogogameday@gmail.com. That is HOGO gameday@gmail.com, all lowercase. Also, like our new Facebook page by searching for Hogahigi Game Day at the top of your Facebook screen. Now enjoy the rest of tonight's broadcast. Hello and welcome back here to the halftime show. As we're getting ready here to start a little halftime show here, we'll talk about some things we saw that we were extremely impressed with. Patrick Henry's only down by 7 points, 36-29. And Travis, we can attribute that to good play as far as driving to the basket and actually converting on some of those looks.
Yeah, we've had a couple of good pull-up three-pointers that went down. We had the one by Zach DeBus. Zach's having a good game so far, but in foul trouble already. He's got 3 fouls in the first half, so they're going to have to be cautious going forward. He's already fouled out of a couple games this season, so he has a tendency to do that. So if the bench doesn't get thin, Patrick Henry may be able to hang in there. The key is going to be coming out in this third quarter. Again, just to slow things down. Let's take advantage of the opportunities that Marion gives us. Get back on defense. Play disciplined on defense. Patrick Henry can hang in there. Hey, you never know what might happen.
Yeah, the Rebels are hungry for a first win this year. It better late than never, too. Coach Larimer would like to get this. This will be a big win for them. They're hanging in here with a good Marion team.
Absolutely, and this is the time you want to hit your stride as we're coming up on of course, they're not going to be participating in the Hoagie-Higgy basketball tournament, but they will play in the Mountain West Conference tournament. So we're looking forward to that opportunity. As it stands right now, if I'm not mistaken, we would play Chilhowie in the first round, correct?
I believe that's right. If a lot of people aren't familiar with this new conference rule, we're in the Mountain West Conference. Hoagie-Higgy's pretty much irrelevant. They're just playing that tournament just for fun and get a little bit of revenue for the district, which with that setup, they're only going to have the top 4 teams playing in the tournament in their own little tournament, which isn't going to count against these teams at conference-wise.
Dylan, I tell you what, I believe you could do a whole show on this whole Virginia High School League realignment thing. If you understand it, I know you got to understand it a whole lot better than I do.
Yeah,
and then what gets me is this thing's just going to last for 2 seasons. After the 2015 season, they're going to look at realigning again, and it's just hard to keep up with who's who. But I remember Marion. It's good to get a chance to play Marion, their old Southwest District rivals from back in the day when our parents were in school. So pretty exciting to see Marion in town tonight.
Yeah, Marion back in the Hoagie-Higgy, so that's pretty cool to have them back. But it sort of it doesn't make a lot of sense since the conference thing really doesn't matter anymore, since it doesn't matter what district you're in anymore.
Yeah, again, I don't understand what the drive is behind the realignment.
They didn't want to go travel as much, but what I don't understand is they're still playing the same teams. They're still playing Abingdon. Maybe they dodged Richlands. I guess that's one of the big pulls.
Marion has a student body of about 800 students. What do we have here at Patrick Henry? Do you know?
Probably 400, 300 to 400.
So, see, it's hard for a team like the Rebels to compete with a team like Marion because you've got –
we're spread very thin as far as athletes.
Right. You got a group of kids here at Patrick Henry. These guys are playing football. They're playing basketball. They're playing baseball. They're running track. At Marion, you got athletes that participate in all different sports. Why the Virginia High School League thinks we need to be grouped in the same – of course, I know we're saying districts don't really matter now. But why we got to be grouped in this same district, I don't really know. But Patrick Henry, again, hanging in there, 36-29 at halftime. Very exciting.
Yeah, I've actually got stuff pulled up here for the new districts. And the 1A West, the Mountain West Conference that Patrick Henry is in, it's basically Hoagie-Higgy. Chilhowie's in it, following Patrick Henry, and Rural Retreat, George Wythe, Fort Chiswell, and Galax. And also in the 1A West, the Crooked Road Conference, it's Council, Hayside, Honeacre, Hurley, Twin Valley, Holston, and Northwood. And the only different team is Marion. They're in 2A West. They're in the Southern Empire Conference with Grayson County, Richlands, Tazewell, and Graham, and Grundy. So those are some of the teams. That's where the Hoagie-Higgy teams are looking at conference-wise, and that seems better geographically for them as far as that goes.
Yeah, Patrick Henry, unfortunately, we're on the far western end of that Mountain West group there.
Yeah.
So
I think Patrick Henry's going to try to get into that Crooked Road deal. I've talked to a couple people here at Patrick Henry, and they said they're going to try to get with that group. I don't blame them with Fort Chiswell sitting there on the other side.
That's right. That's right. It'd be nice to get some of these teams a little bit closer to us so we don't have to do so much travel. But, hey, I'm going to take a moment and give a shout-out to the 2 seniors we got out here. You know, these guys have fought really hard. Of course, Dylan Coe not able to play tonight, not going to be able to play. He's going to be lost for the remainder of the season, so he won't be in action again tomorrow night.
He tried to play last night with that hand injury, but
he tried to play. Had a lot of pain with that. Made another visit to the doctor today and found out that hand is fractured, so he's going to be out for the remainder of the season, however far that goes. But, you know, these guys they've hung in there. They've been
through a lot.
They've been through 4 different coaches while they've been here. I think, though, if Patrick Henry, if they have some stability now within the head coaching department, I believe the future looks good for them. I mean, these guys that are out there now, your juniors and sophomores, especially this freshman class, too. I mean, these guys got a lot of drive. They got a lot of size. They got a lot of speed. I think if they toughen up, I think they're going to be pretty darn good.
I think they can really work their way. You can look at their record this year and sort of throw it off to the curb and get ready for next season. I think you think about how much they've worked. You can see a big improvement here.
Absolutely. Going back to these last couple of games, even going back to George Wythe last Friday night. Blown out at George Wythe again, but Patrick Henry hung almost 50 points on the board. That's an offensive output like we haven't seen all season long. And even though we got blown out in that game, ever since then, it looks like things are just driving a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Here we go. Who knows what's going to happen tonight as we head into the second half, only down by 7. Patrick Henry, if they could have a successful third quarter, they might could pull this thing out. And what motivation that's going to give them if they
can get to the fourth quarter and it be a game. Yeah,
absolutely. Just think of what that's going to do tomorrow night when they go against Northwood, a team that they do have the potential to beat.
Yeah, they played good against Northwood here at Patrick Henry, so I'm anxious to see that one. And the Rebels, they've played a lot of games these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been I believe this makes 8 games in the last 12 days or something like that. So these guys, they're running on fumes, I believe.
Yeah, they had that off day on Monday, and then they've played every day this week, and they will play again tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that works out for them. It seems like they're pretty well energized tonight. Of course, that first game they had against, they played Rural Retreat, and the girls' varsity game went into overtime, and that was a crazy game. We could spend 30 minutes talking about it. But Patrick Henry, the boys' varsity, didn't finish till around 12 o'clock, about 11:30.
It was late. You mentioned that girls' game against Rural Retreat the other night. What a tough loss for those girls. They had this thing. They took it in the double overtime. Tommy Thomas's team only carrying 8 girls on the bench. 5 of them fouled out in that second overtime.
Yeah, they played 3 girls.
Played 5 on 3. But I want to give some props to those girls for the great job they did. Hey, I want to give them some props for the game they played tonight. They come out on the short end of the stick.
And they never led tonight.
Never led. Looked like Marion had the game under control from the beginning, and then you look up in the fourth quarter and look, Patrick Henry's right there just like they usually are.
And I was talking to Coach Thomas after the game. We're getting ready to start the third period. I was talking to Coach Thomas after the game, and I said, of all the times you've had 6 or 7 girls that start or actually on the court for you, that's the first time I've seen you get down. He'd never played with 4. That's the first time he'd ever played with less than 5, and it was 3. I thought that was kind of ironic because he's played ever since Kelsey Weddle and all them were here, which was 4 or 5 years ago. He just didn't – he never carries a lot because Patrick Henry doesn't have that good of numbers. But
it was an interesting night for Patrick Henry all the way around, that's for sure, and the boys they lost a heartbreaker by 7, and we're getting ready to get fired up here on the second half.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start the second half on this radio segment, so make sure you tune it and make sure you just stay with us here. Rebels going to inbounds it here to Kent Kestner. It's 36-29 here. Marion leads. Kent Kestner's going to dribble it out of bounds, so it's going to be Marion's ball. Just not a very good start there for Patrick Henry.
Patrick Henry getting the ball to start up the second half and quick to a turnover. 8 seconds in, and the ball's already back to Marion.
Blevins has got it. Now he's going to throw it back out to Lehman. Lehman's going to try to throw it inside to Crook. It's going to be stolen away, and then the Rebels turn it right back over as Stifle drives, pulls up, no good on the shot. Rebounded again by number 5, Lehman, and then Kent Kestner gets the loose ball as Lehman loses it.
Patrick Henry got lucky. 2 turnovers in the first 30 seconds. Neither one leading the points.
Get it inside there to Gregory and turn it over again. So turnovers both ways. There are 4 turnovers from both teams here to start the game, start the second half. Another almost a steal there as a risky pass inside. That's a three-pointer by Norris, and it's good. 36-29 now Marion leads, and that'll really take the momentum out of Patrick Henry if they let this get to them. They're getting too fast right now. Really need to slow down. Kent Kestner's getting trapped there. He bounced it off of Norris's foot, so it's going to stay Rebel ball.
Got to remember to bring that ball down the middle. Marion's really quick on the trap. Anytime they see us come down that sideline, they're going to double us up in a hurry.
Alonzo Brooks now has it. He's getting trapped. He's going to throw it inside to Williams. Williams not very. Yeah, the Rebels have really just come out flat here in the second half.
1 minute into the second half, and that's the 5th turnover by Patrick Henry.
And we're lucky. Marion's only gotten 3 points off of that. Stifle throws it back out to Lehman. Lehman for 3, no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Rebels are on the break here. They need to slow it down. Going to get it out to Zach DeBusk. DeBusk for 3, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Stifle. Stifle down the court here to Lehman. Lehman back to Stifle. Stifle for a mid-range jumper. Good. 41-29 now. Marion leads the Rebels here. 6:22 to go here in the third period. Alonzo is getting trapped there in the corner. Now Kent Kestner's getting trapped. It's going to be a timeout called by Patrick Henry.
Again, these guys got to be aware of the situation. That's another instance when Patrick Henry brought the ball down the floor. Brooks just stayed along that sideline all the way down and got himself trapped just as soon as he got across half court.
They've done that the last 3 possessions. That was a full timeout taken there by Coach Larimer, and just not a very good start here to start the game, or start the second half. It doesn't look good, but it's only 41-29.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that's what he's telling the guys in the huddle too. You know, look, let's just bring this ball. Let's keep it in the middle, and let's work it outside in. That's all we got to do. Just slow the game down. But Marion, tell you what, they got some athletes, man. They're trapping fast.
Yeah, they're getting to the ball, too. They're doing a good job of working it around. Patrick Henry can't get anybody open, and they're doing good on the fast break, too, Marion is. Of course, Patrick Henry's doing a pretty good job keeping them contained on the break. Neither team's really been able to cash in whenever they're in transition. Zach DeBus is going to check it in here to Alonzo Brooks. Brooks puts it on the floor. He's going to dribble it around. He's going to look to drive. He's going to pull up, though, as he almost lost the ball. Back out to Graydon Williams. Williams back out to the top here to Kent Kestner. It's going to be a foul, reach-in foul called on Keith Norris of Marion. So that's the first foul to start this second half here. 6:02 to go in the third period. And Patrick Henry's going to get it back here.
They will call that foul on Stifle underneath.
Yeah, they're actually going to call it. Yeah, they did call that on Stifle. So Cole Gregory there on the pull-up jumper. No good. Rebounded by Crooks. It's going to be a foul. Looks like on Cole Gregory. He couldn't get back in time as Crooks was coming out of there with the ball pretty quick. And it's going to be a foul on Cole Gregory. That's his second.
Patrick Henry really needs a defensive stop here and get a bucket on the board here in the second half.
Yeah, Riley Blevins out to Stifle. Stifle to Crooks. Crooks to Blevins. Blevins on the drive. Good move to the basket. They're going to call a travel as Blevins puts up a shot.
That was an awful big jump stop there. I was pretty sure they would call that one a walk, and they did. That's another turnover for Marion.
Yeah, we've got this pressure now from Marion. Cole Gregory back to Zach DeBus, back to Kent Kestner. Kestner on the drive inside to Gregory. Gregory loses. He turns around, gets ready to put up a shot, stolen away by Blevins. Transition here for Marion as Norris puts up a three. It's too strong. Rebounded again by Norris. Inside here. Here's Crooks. Reverse layup. No good. He's fouled on the inside by either Graydon Williams or Alonzo Brooks. I couldn't get a.
I think that one's actually going to be on DeBus, 24. That was a tough ticky-tack foul underneath. Looked like he had good position, and Marion just missed the layup. But that's going to be 4 on him just a few minutes into this third period.
Yep, so Crooks is going to go to the line here. First shot is good. 42-29 now the Rebels trail Marion. Cole Gregory comes off, so does Zach DeBus because DeBus has 4 fouls. Now on the floor is Caleb Boyd and Anthony Powers for Patrick Henry. Second free throw by Crook is no good. Rebounded by Graydon Williams. Williams dishes it back out here to Alonzo Brooks. Brooks almost gets it stolen away by Lehman. Kent Kestner is going to turn it over, though, as he loses it on the pass from Brooks out of bounds. And now Marion gets it back, and they've got to be nearing 10 turnovers here in the second half, and we're only about 3 minutes in.
Yeah, I believe, I think you're right. By my count, I believe that's their 9th. So, yeah, terrible job with the ball so far for Patrick Henry. Third quarter's been the Achilles heel all year.
Crooks is going to get a good bounce. You went in, so it's the kind of luck right now PH is having. Everything's going in for Marion and nothing's going in for Patrick Henry. Kent Kestner here's going to drive it out, pull up at the free throw line. Good on a fadeaway jumper. Kent Kestner made that from about the free throw line, and now it's 44-31 now. The Rebels finally break 30. It's going to be Blevins for 3. Quick release, no good. Long rebound by Alonzo Brooks. They have Caleb Boyd in transition. It's going to be stolen away, and then Caleb Boyd gets the steal right back. Open layup, no good. Rebounded by Graydon Williams. There's a foul underneath. Looks like it's going to be called on Marion. Looks like it's in the direction of Crook. So that's going to be a foul on Trey Crook from Marion, whose number, ironically, is number 3, and his name's Trey. Kent Kestner gets it on there Inbounds here. It's Anthony Powers misses the shot, rebounded right there by Stifle. Marion's on the fast break here, and Anthony Powers picks up the foul there.
Come in with the body block underneath the basket, but it was about all he could do. Give him good.
Yeah, he didn't want to give up an easy two here, so we'll see what Lehman does here from the free throw line. Marion's been pretty good from the charity stripe so far here tonight.
That kid's got a great release. Just watch how that ball spins when he lets it go. Misses the second.
Yeah, you jinxed him. Second free throw is missed, but it's rebounded by Crook. They're going to get it back inside to Crook after they throw it out. Cole Gregory comes in for Anthony Powers here as the first shot right there from Lehman was no good. 45-31 now the Rebels trail. Really got to get back in this thing. They need to get on a run here after this second free throw. Second free throw is good. 46-31 now. Alonzo Brooks gets the inbounds pass there from Graydon Williams. Brooks loses it again off his foot. Blevins here in transition throws it back to Crook. And Crook ends up throwing it to Stifle, who puts in an easy two. It's 48-31 now, and you got to feel like the Rebels are losing control of this game. Kent Kestner's getting trapped. He's going to throw it out to Brooks. Brooks down to Williams. Williams inside to Gregory. Another turnover by Patrick Henry. Caleb Boyd gets the steal there, misses the lay-in, was looking for a foul, didn't get it. Cole Gregory puts it back up, 48-33, and the Rebels really need to calm down with this offensive on their side of the ball. They need to realize that they control their side of the ball and let Marion do whatever they want on offense. That's a three by Marion, number 12. Keith Norris nails it from beyond the arc, so now it's 51-33. Alonzo Brooks loses his dribble, throws it to Caleb Boyd inside to Gregory. Gregory bounced pass to Williams, lost it, stolen by Riley Blevins. Blevins bounce pass out to Norris. Norris on the drive back to Leffler. Stifle. And it's good. 3-point basket there, 54-33 now. The Rebels trail. It's going to be a foul called on Marion.
Brooks, again, every time they're inbounding the ball, he's running that same pattern down the floor each time. Marion knows exactly where he's going to be every time they inbound the ball.
That foul is going to be on Nick Stifle, and that's his third. Looks like we got a substitution here for Marion as number 5 Lehman comes off. And now on the floor is number 4 Hunter Leffler. Kent Kestner for 3, no good, rebounded by Blevins. There's no offensive strategy right now from Patrick Henry. They're just going down whenever they get a chance and putting a shot up. Blevins for 3, no good, rebounded by Kestner. Kestner brings it back down the floor here for Patrick Henry. Kestner driving the middle of the lane, lay-in blocked by Crook. Kestner was wanting the foul, he didn't get it. Marion in transition there, good play by Jeremy White to knock it out of bounds.
Kestner was still laying on the floor up under the Patrick Henry basket. Good drive by Jeremy White to get back and break up that pass underneath.
Yeah, because
that was going to be an easy layup for Marion.
Right there. Baseline inbounds here goes to Marion, or for Marion goes to number 4 here for 3. Leffler, no good, rebounded by Graydon Williams. Williams passes it to Kestner. Rebels are going fast here. Kestner loses his dribble, picks it back up. Passes it to Graydon Williams, back to Kestner. Ball got knocked loose there by Norris, but Kestner is able to corral it. And now Jeremy White with the ball over here in the corner. He's going to dribble it. Throw it back out to Caleb Boyd for 3. Off the top of the basket, no good. Out of bounds, so Patrick Henry is going to have another.
Just not playing with any offensive continuity right now. Doesn't look like they're running any plays. It's just kind of everybody get down there, run around. If you got a shot, take it.
Riley Blevins throws it out. Here, Blevins with it again for 3. No good. Rebounded by Graydon Williams. Caleb Boyd gets it after Graydon Williams throws it to him. Caleb Boyd up for the lay-in. No good, but he got fouled by number 24, Terrence Miller.
That was a good drive by Caleb that time. He had an open look, was able to draw the foul. Be a good time to hit these 2 free throws because that lead's ballooned to 21 points.
First free throw is good by Caleb Boyd, so got a 54-34 game now, 20 points. Riley Blevins comes off for the Hurricanes as Donovan Corona comes in for Blevins. Second free throw is no good, rebounded by Marion. We've got 1 minute and 35 seconds to go here. Marion's throwing it around here as get it back outside to Leffler. Leffler on the baseline drive, floater, no good. Leffler almost got his own rebound. Looked like it went off of Leffler, but they're going to say it went off a Patrick Henry defender. So Marion is going to get the ball back here on the baseline. It's a 20-point Marion lead here, 54-34, and the Rebels really got to get something started. Marion inbounds here to number 4, Leffler. Leffler on the drive, easy lay-in. He had a wide open lane. He took it. And now the Rebels trail 56-34 with 1:13 to go here in the third period. Jeremy White with the ball, bringing it up past half court. Now Kent Kestner has it. Kestner has it. He's going to pull up at the free throw line. No good. Short gets his own rebound. Back out to Graydon Williams. Caleb Boyd with the ball fake. He pulls up from the free throw line. He's short. It's going to be rebounded. Loose ball actually on the floor. And now Marion's got it, driving it down the floor. It's going to go out of bounds off of number 24, Miller, who never could get a hand on it.